So those times you've finally gotten off your lazy ass and decided, I'm going to replace the spindle bushings in this that are completely and utterly worn out. I mean, I only abused the crap out of this little tractor. I treat it like a skittle, and I've lifted many things with back end that I was not meant to lift and laughed when the front end slammed down on the ground again. And more recently, I've gotten into doing skid steer things with not a skid steer because reasons. So, you've finally gotten around to replacing the, really worn out. I don't know if that's even showing up on camera, but, really worn out spindle bushings that, on the tile you could see probably 4 or 5 degrees of wobble when you were playing with the steering brakes. The wheel bearings are good, it's all in the spindle. So you finally got around that, and I don't own any jack stands because I had some once and they collapsed on me and they nearly dropped my Wagoneer on top of me, which, no complaint, I don't like my Wagoneer falling on top of me. That kind of ruins my day. So I now only use the finest cinder blocks and random pieces of wood, hence why the wood pile is here. It's also firewood. It doubles as firewood, but we don't talk about that. It make Greta angry. Yeah, the hell with her. So, not only am I using the finest, safest, most bestest jack stands in existence, to make sure the hydraulics can't drop on me, I have the safety stick. Yeah, a safety stick. Now, there was 2 safety sticks. There was one on either side. Well, the one that's over here, it split because of, sharp edges up there, and it fell out. But that safety stick, that one's a trooper. That safety stick is staying in there. I feel so safe with that safety stick that I can just sit here all day and, nothing could possibly go wrong. And on a more serious note, even if the stick failed, unless a line blew at the same, even if both lines blew at the same time, I would have more than enough time to get out of the way. Would I get out of the way? No. I'd be so angry if the lines blew that I'd just say, screw it, I'm dying right here. But, you can't win them all. So anyhow, there's your safety stick, and there'll be a video soon on machining a greaseable stone pivot bushing for these tractors. For now, have your bush, turn the radio on, procrastinate on your project some more, and over the course of a week, we build one spindle and think about the other spindle. Alright, so what I've done here is I have machined a new pin that is greaseable. Grease to be on the bottom side of the axle because that just seems to make more sense, be more pressure there. So, to replace this pin. Now you'll notice, one, very little wear here. That's gone. Those threads are, completely beat off and worn. That little piece is, because I don't have time to take the entire front end of my tractor apart, I need to be using it. Can you see how oblonged that hole is? And the whole front bolster on this tractor is completely and utterly worn out. So, new spindle bushings either side. I'm going to grease everything, including this. I really debated on welding that piece in. I'm going to put that shim there, and it'll end up being bent forwards a little bit because of the back holes worn out. There's nothing I can put in there to protect that. So I'm going to do this until that bushing in the axle gives up, which probably won't take but maybe a couple hundred more hours on the machine. And then I'll take time, pull the whole front end apart, weld both of those up and line bore it. Yeah. So, that's how this goes.